basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Sacramento Kings. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Stephen Curry. And it's James in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Curry. Here's the three. Mutombo with the rebound. Up top, Durant. Check by James.
And Kevin Durant sees the game as well as any player. With his size and vision, that combination is lethal.
James against Leonard. James passes to Abdul-Jabbar. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the basket by Curry.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch? Wow.
Curry's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. On the money from 12 feet away.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Now Antetokounmpo. Pass to Chamberlain. And here's Curry. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Durant against Curry. Durant, pass to Pippen. Durant looking around. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Cleveland another three.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Here's Pippen from the arc. Durant, no good. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph, Ryan.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Curry. The three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Kings trail by 5. Here's Pippen. Leonard inside. Antetokounmpo covering. Leonard passes to Durant. Over James. And another miss by Sacramento. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Minute 32 left in the first quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now James, guarded by Durant. Inside. Here's Pippen. Outside Durant. And here's Leonard. He's covered by Curry. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. And he dumps it down.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Durant, the pass to Mutombo. To halt the run. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, solid D from Leonard.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pippen, pass to Leonard. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cleveland on top. They lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court right now for Cleveland, they've got Stephen Curry. Also, Giannis Antetokounmpo out there. And it's James in at the 3 slot. Curry passes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Chamberlain, guarded by Durant. Dribbled by O'Neal. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Kings trail by 6. Here's Mutombo. Now here's Leonard. Antetokounmpo covering. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Pass to Mutombo.
Ball entered from below the basket. Cleveland ball.
Cleveland leading by 6. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Leonard. James passes to Abdul-Jabbar, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
I'll tell you, if LeBron never scored a point, he'd still be valuable to an offense.
Timeout,
Good
timeout.
pass is that?
Timeout call, Sacramento. O'Neal passes to Pippen. Here's Mutombo. Pass to Durant for 3. KD splashes the triple.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out. You allow him to get a 3-point shot off. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Kings trail by 7. Pippen, pass to Mutombo. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Durant's shot is off. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And here's Curry for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And now a 10-point Cavalier lead. Here's Pippen. No points yet. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now the Cavaliers on the break. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the 3-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Kings trail by 11. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pippen pass to Leonard. Off the mark there with a 3. James with the ball. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. They double team Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
5 to shoot. deflected. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Pippen. No made baskets yet. Leonard outside. And there's the screen. And the drive. Kawhi. Antetokounmpo with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's LeBron. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Imagine LeBron gets a step on you. It must be like a steam engine coming at you to the rim. All you can do is foul him.
At the line for two.
Shooting two.
That free throw, good from James.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Both free throws good from James. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt, Brian. The gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Kings trail by 13. 1:27 left in the first half of this one. And now the Cavaliers on the break. All the way to the rim. Curry.
Well, just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
Pippen pass to Leonard. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. Fires in the triple. Pippen's got his first 3 points of the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Curry. To the middle. It's intercepted. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from James.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Antetokounmpo against Durant. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points now in the quarter. Leonard looking over the floor. The three ball. That shot, no good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Pippen in the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
Now, here's James. Over Leonard. The shot by James, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Durant. Now Leonard. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. On the wing, Durant. Over James. Durant, no good. Cleveland leading by 11. And here's Curry. And there's James from the arc. Durant pulls it in. Pass to Pippen. Here's Mutombo. To the middle. And he jams it home with authority.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Antetokounmpo, pass to Curry. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Durant. Durant with a steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. KD jams it straight down.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
And James has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're scoreless since the first half. Going for the lob, and it's James with the jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Pippen. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. It's blocked. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now, here is James. 11 feet out. And that one hits the back iron.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Durant, pass to Mutombo. Leonard with the ball. Check by James. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
James, right side. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Kings trail by 9. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Durant. Over James. They get it back. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
The three from Curry. The shot that time not on target. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. Pippen, pass to Durant. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Antetokounmpo, pass to James. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to James. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Cleveland on top. They lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Cavaliers. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's James, and it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Pippen. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. James outside. Leonard pulls down the board. Kings trail by 7. Pass to Pippen. Here's Mutombo. Now Leonard. Check by James. Leonard against James. Here's Mutombo. And there's the lob. Outside Curry. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Pippen. Leonard on the wing. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
Pass to Mutombo. And here's Durant. There's the triple. Another Sacramento 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's Pippen. Leonard outside to tie it up. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's tipped. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Leonard outside. Pass to Pippen. Over James. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now, here's James. Here's Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. James outside. And it's in there. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
The kick to Durant. Leonard up top. Antetokounmpo covering. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Shoots a fadeaway. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Antetokounmpo outside. Hauled in by the Kings. Mutombo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard against James. Now here's Leonard, guarded closely. Over James. Shot by Leonard, no good. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Pippen. Oh, there's the alley. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Here's Chamberlain. And he buries it.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Timeout call. Sacramento turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
But there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
30 seconds left in the fourth. Leonard passes to Pippen. James against Durant. He connects! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Cavaliers. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Sacramento calls timeout. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or score quickly and take the foul.
Here's Leonard. Down low. Pass to Mutombo. To tie it up. Misses the 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Cavaliers. LeBron James taking 2 shots.
First one to drop, tough one to miss. get the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.
The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York. Hi, everyone. Greetings from two. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on? man matchup.
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Antetokounmpo out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's James. And it's Wembanyama in at the four-man position. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Back to LeBron. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Chamberlain with a screen on Durant. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's a good decision there. Giannis isn't easy to stick with, especially after the screen.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Just 4 to shoot. Leonard releases from the wing and drills it.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph is so hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of different guys coming at him. He's looking and leading a total group effort. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, there's a nice answer